Canada. Republican Congressman Jim Renacci of Central Ohio is now running for the Senate, and he said that President Trump should be given some time to see how his very different approach to trade works out. Welcome, Congressman Renacci, now coming to us from the Capitol. Congressman, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I want to start out with something that just happened. I don't know if you heard or not within the last hour or so. Gary Cohn, the former chief economic advisor to President Trump, in speaking in Washington to a Washington Post event, warned that the trade disputes that have been generated by the White House could wipe out the benefits of the tax cuts. Are you worried about that?
Well, first off, I've said all along, this president is a savvy negotiator. He uses a different style than most. He's not a politician. He's a businessman. I think in the end, we need to let the process work through it. I think in the end, his negotiation styles are just not something we're used to. But at the same time, I'm always going to continue to look out for the best interests of Ohio, Ohioans, and especially business in Ohio. And I'm going to continue to monitor that and see where we end up.
Well, he's not just negotiating, Congressman, of course. He's actually imposed some tariffs with respect to steel and aluminum already. And I'm going to put up sort of a graphic here that indicates that an independent, nonpartisan organization has calculated job gains, because you'd have some gain in Ohio from these new tariffs, but you'd be really way outweighed by the losses. Are you concerned? Are you seeing jobs lost already?
Well, look, the tax cut and jobs bill has helped spur Ohio. It's caused many businesses to start saying they're going to grow, they're going to add employees. Of course, I'm going to continue to look at any issue that starts to cause job loss. But I do believe this president's going to negotiate through this. We do have unfair trade arrangements. I mean, believe me, I'm all in favor of free trade, but we have to be fair trade at the same time. So we have to make sure that we're dealing fairly with our, especially China. Look at China and even Korea. It's one of the reasons why I testified last week on some of the issues at the Federal Trade Commission regarding a steel company in Ohio. We have to make sure that we have fair trade along with free trade.
I did see that you did say